everyone, Dan Hurd with Dan Hurd Prospecting here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. I am here on my dream claim, one of my favorite spots in the world to be. Today, we are high banking and hopefully gonna find a nugget. Wish me luck, and I hope you enjoy. Well, here I am at Nugget Bar today to do some high banking and yes, hopefully finding nuggets. This place is known as Nugget Bar for a reason. Today I will be using the Crux Prospecting Gold Trek High Banker. This guy's just a little guy, 6 inches wide, runs on a 1-inch pump, really light, really versatile. And if you're worried about a plastic high banker, these things are unbelievably durable. Thanks to Polly, we know that for a fact. And don't worry, I won't be abusing this today. Now, as you can see, I did a really brief run already. There's material in the box, it's all dirty. I am using this machine for the first time, so I just wanted one run under my belt before I filmed anything. So if I made any stupid mistakes, there would be no video evidence. But no, it was really easy to set up, really easy to run, works great. Anyhow, let's have a look at the box. Any nuggets? It is Nugget Bar. I only did about a 10-minute run. Where I'm set up right now is not ideal. After about 10 minutes of running, I saw water seeping through the rocks and getting back to the river. And here in British Columbia, that is not allowed. So I will be moving to another spot where I have a better tailings facility and hopefully no seepage back to the river. It wasn't very much. There was just a trickle coming through here and then dumping in right there, but I did see a cloud of mud just in this little corner. And such a pristine river, we don't want to be adding any mud back to the river. Here in British Columbia, the rules are when you're high banking that all of your water has to get filtered into the rocks or into the ground, and it can't let mud back into the river. We have some pretty beautiful rivers here in British Columbia, and they don't want them all muddied up. Like the Fraser is right now. Anyhow, let's clean out that box once, see if there's any gold, and then move to where I really plan to work today. Now, cleaning out this box is so easy. You just pull each section of mat, and yes, they come out in sections. Come out. Wash them in your pan, make sure there's nothing left in it. Grab the next section, wash it in your pan. Nothing in it. The next section. And a little bit of a reach because I'm sitting down the top. And into the pan. A little bit of water, just wash that down and you're good to go. Okay, does a 10-minute run show any gold? That spot I did on purpose for my first run because I know it's kind of like a hot spot right there. It's a better spot than where I plan to run today. Where I plan to run today, yeah, I've never panned there, I've never dug there, I've never done anything there before. There's an old channel that I can dump the high banker into, and that will allow the water to settle into the ground properly. Unlike where I am here on Nugget Bar, as I said, 10 minutes was all I could do before I saw water getting back to the river. Okay, come on, a piece of gold. This is a nuggety claim. There's either big gold or nothing usually. Come on, big gold. Come on, something. Hey, I got a couple chunks of gold. Let's get the close-up on that. So it's not much, but there's 2 little chunky pieces of gold. At least I know I'm not skunked for the day, because when I go back to this other spot, who knows what I'll find. I have never worked there before. Oh look, there's a flake back here too. It's a nuggie. Now there's everything that was in that run altogether. A flake, 2 small micro nuggets, a couple of specks, few specks, 10 minutes, gold. And all my cons today are just going in a bucket. we'll clean that up properly when we get home. Okay, time to move the high banker. I will get back on camera once I'm set up at the new site. This here is a flood channel. This channel only gets water in it when the river is flooding and going over top of these rocks here. It slants that way, goes for, oh, I don't know, a quarter kilometer before it joins back up with the river. Tons and tons and tons of space for water to settle down in here. So I'm gonna set up the high banker right there, and as I said, I've never dug here before. I have no idea what to expect, but I'm gonna dig around those rocks and see how much I can ram through this machine before noon today. It is a stinking hot day. They're planning for it to get up to, I think, 34 degrees Celsius today. And at noon, a rainstorm comes through. Rain and frickin' hot weather usually means thunder and lightning. So my plan here today is to work till noon and then start hiking out of here. It takes me about an hour to get out of this site, and I don't want to be stuck in here if we've got a thunderstorm going overhead, because we are in fire season and I don't need to get caught up in a fire. Okay, looking like a good angle, looking like a good spot. As close to my digging area as I can get and still have the discharge going into this channel here. Oh, let's hook up the water. Water's hooked up. Not bad. Following all regulations. I'm far enough away from the river. Height-wise, distance-wise, water is discharging to dry. Unlike over there, that was no good. And there we go. We start digging. Nice water flow in the hopper. Looks like good water flow over the riffles. Discharging down there nicely. We're ready to go. It's going to take me a while to dig the first few shovelfuls. I gotta deal with this backflow a bit. Here we go. So just taking a quick water break here. I plan to only do one major run today. So maybe half hour, maybe an hour run. Bar is just up there. And if there's good gold here, well, I'll spend a bit more time here because I can put the high banker. If I don't find anything in the first test, well, back to looking. That's prospecting for you. What a beautiful day. And round two. Taking another breather, then we'll be back at it for another round. Well, I'm way down there. I see river run rock down there, that's good. Not just in slough. I don't see the telltale signs of bedrock. Let's get digging. Got that beast out of the bottom of the hole. Wow, that was a lot of work. Should be able to dig a bunch more now. One more run, and then we're gonna call it quits here. And let's hope there's a nugget. I threw a little bit in while we were stopped, so as the water fires up, it'll wash that through. Machine works really well. Really happy with it. have indications of bedrock. Yes, there might be a nugget in here yet. Well, that hole is getting far too difficult to dig in. Having a heck of a time even getting a half shovel full. What do you think? You think we got a nugget? Is a nugget in that hole? Is there a nugget in that? That's the question. Well, what can we see? Let's pull out the close-up camera, have a look behind each riffle. I may have shut it off too quick or had my angle too low or something. I got quite the build-up right there. That's behind this flap. Can't really see if there's any nuggets. That's where they would have fallen. Well, I tell you what, this is going straight into the bucket. We're gonna clean this all up at home. Oh, wait a second. What do I see there? Ha 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 ha! Let's pull that out and find out what it is. There we are. There's at least one nugget in that hole. Nice. Okay, one little high-grade bucket dug over there where I can't get the high banker to run properly. I could probably pan it faster than I could high bank it because it's only half a bucket, but since I have the high banker, let's give it a shot. That's better. If you see yellow things going by, I was digging from around a whole bunch of pine needles. It would be nice if it was that much gold, but no. Well, there we go. We'll wash those mats out. We will, stick got me. Anyhow, we will wash those mats out, put them in the bucket, take this home, and show you what we got for the day. Those two little pickers and a couple specks. Sure, it's in the same thing, but we'll be able to identify it. Should I give you a peek what's in there? No! Let's do it all at home. One other thing I should mention about Kyle's high banker, Crux Prospecting high banker, is that it packs up really tight. Comes in a carrying case, packs up really tight, easy to move, and it's very light. All ready to trek out of here. One backpack, one case, one pump, one bucket, and the metal detector, and a shovel. One trip out, that's my goal! I made it out in one trip. If you're wondering, I went in two. Now, let's take this gold home, clean it up, weigh it up, and see how I did for the day. Okay, back home. Just filled the panning tub up. Let's get the cons into the pan and pan that out. Let's see what we got for a day of high banking. Oh, not even a full day. Oh, I see the nugget. Oh, I see another big piece. Oh yeah. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 pickers, one nugget, few flakes. Nice. Now that's a nice haul. Beauty of a nugget. I'm guessing that's a half gram. No, that's 3/4 of a gram. We will be taking this inside and measuring in a second. There's one of the pickers. Another flake. 2 pickers up here. Let's get it all in one spot for a nice close-up of everything all at once. There we be. You'll notice that 2 pieces of the gold here, and we see that a lot from this site. Probably about half the gold has that iron stone still attached to it, iron staining. So the big chunk obviously covered in iron staining. There's also that little one there that has quite a bit, and also most of these are very coarse and jagged because this is very, very, very fresh gold. We know the exact source of this. It's just upriver. It's the Golden Cache mine, and it dropped a lot of gold into this river, and coarse. As you can see, very few small pieces. What is that, 3 or 4 small flakes? The rest are either big flakes, pickers, or nuggets. And that's typical from this site. Gold, baby. Gold. Now let's get that on a scale and see what we got for the day. Well, there it is. There's the gold of the day, sitting on the scale. Let's see what it comes out to. This is 0.704. Not bad for a fun day running the high banker in such a beautiful spot. And of course, I do have to point out the disclaimer that no, this is not paying the bills. This is having fun out in the wilderness, getting exercise, getting fresh air, finding some of nature's treasure. This is definitely not going to pay the day's wages. But boy, was it fun, and I was glad to do it. And let's have a look at the nugget by itself. It is 0.4. My guess was a bit off with that nugget. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave that thumbs up. And a great way to show your appreciation is to subscribe to the channel, or make sure that you're still subscribed. YouTube has been unsubscribing a lot of people without their knowledge. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. And until the next one,